So, Meghan's Netflix deal isn't over, or is it? As ever, let me take you behind the scenes of exactly what truly is going on. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for your time, as ever. And thank you, by the way, for your comments regarding the freebie that I found out by just simply joining a website. And you know, we'll have a wave, sorry, it's nice to see you. Can I just say, I think it's our generation, though, in the fact that there are a lot of freebies out there. I think there are, but we're not quite sure, you know, maybe you're better at it than me, but I don't think we're quite sure how to access these things. Do you remember when we were younger, there was a sort of thing that you could get like a toy in Kellogg's cornflakes or something like that. Now you've got to scan it, download it, hold the phone, then you get a discount. You can't be bothered, can you? You just think, I just want the freebie in my hand. Anybody else miss picking up theatre tickets or cinema tickets from a box office? Why does it have to be that difficult that you have to make all the effort and then, you know, be treated very abysmally, I would say, when you turn up, even having paid maybe £200-300 for a theatre seat? You know what I'm saying, chums? Absolutely. Let's get back, of course, to your royal story of the day. Now, this is just, again, farcical when you think about it, because what we're seeing now is, then I'll explain how this works. Working in the media, you have at the moment a particular tabloid journalist that each week is now dropping these alleged bombshells. And this particular bombshell is this, that apparently the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, has decided in a sort of moment of clarity that he's now willing to share his diary with the royal palace to avoid future clashes. Now, this apparently, according to this journalist, is so that, and this was discussed at this private meeting, which I told you was all about money. It's nothing about this, but this is the way the journalist wants to go down the route. You see, basically, they're looking for a soft option to get in there to get more stories. So what they do is they write a negative story and then a positive story, and they put the negative at the bottom and then they wash it with this. Now, the idea that Harry is basically offering his diary is farcical in itself, because as many people who've worked there, they know that he's got nothing to do, diddly squat. He doesn't know what to do to fill his days. He goes out on his bicycle, he goes hiking, he plays with the children, feeds the chickens. You get the picture. So this particular trip, the Angola trip, of which he recreated literally in all but sort of hairstyle, one might suggest, his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, walking through the landmines, not quite sure what this really was about. But the thing is, this backfired, right? Harry thought that this was going to be the front page and everything. Now, this is the cornerstone of this particular piece, because they're saying that, you know, he knocked off Queen Camilla's birthday, who's 78, because he did this. He didn't, actually. A lot of people ran the stories, both stories. But what Harry is really peeved about is the fact that it didn't wipe away that story. That's the true story, right? We know he's no fan of Queen Camilla. We know that he said she's dangerous, and he thought this was going to obliterate her from literally the front pages. The second bit of that story, which is completely fabricated, is the fact that the royal household would literally say, oh, share your diary, please. We're not bothered about the Duke of Sussex's diary. He doesn't do enough to merit any problems for the royal family. It's the madcap wife literally posting things and recreating pictures of Catherine, the Princess of Wales, right down to the same outfits. That's very worrying on a mental health basis, right? That's truly the problem. This, with Harry's diary, well, what has he done? You know, so he popped up in China to do a speech. Harry knows very well exactly what the royal rota, the royal calendar is. He still has access to that. So he knows the forthcoming dates of what William's doing in September, or possibly planning, because these things get leaked out. It's as simple as that. Harry is offering nothing. What the royal family would like is a sort of lid on the lunacy of Meghan Markle and her mad dancers, or things that she's going to put out on, you know, the children on somebody's birthday or something, you know what I mean? Those are the things that really irk the British monarchy. The rest of it, as far as they're concerned with Harry's diary, they really don't care. But this journalist is trying to get further access into getting more, allegedly, exclusives from Meghan and Harry. But the world has now clearly moved on, and that picture of Harry in Angola just proved it, more importantly to him. Hence the latest spin in the weekend tabloids. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.